Hi guys, this video is about my 2 days with my son here in Israel, and I called it 2 days and 3 seas because I didn't meant it to be this way, but then I thought about it and we will visit the Mediterranean Sea, the Kinneret, Sea of Galilee and the Dead Sea in these 2 days. It's amazing how small Israel is. So now we are at Park Yarkon, which is a great park. We met here with friends. The thing is that we would have stayed here if we could, but it is something important that you should know, that at winter time the national parks are only open until 4 and you need to be there an hour before closing. From Tel Aviv it is about an hour's drive north to Caesarea National Park, right in the middle between Tel Aviv and Haifa. Caesarea is the second most popular national park in Israel, and with good reason. It is a beautiful and important archaeological site. I will just add that it is almost impossible to get there with public transportation, so you can either rent a car or take an organized tour. Now, there is a lot to say about Caesarea. There is the Christian angle. This is where Peter the Apostle baptized Cornelius, the first non-Jew to convert to Christianity. An important finding is a stone with inscriptions mentioning the name of Pontius Pilate, the Roman ruler in Judea when Jesus was crucified. There is also a Jewish story. Caesarea is where the Jewish rebellion against the Romans started. But above all, there is the story of one of the most important figures that walked the land of Israel, King Herod. Herod was a troubled king in troubled times. On one hand, he rebuilt the second temple in Jerusalem, making it the biggest temple in the east. And on the other hand, he built Caesarea to be everything Jerusalem is not. A Roman city from start to finish, with a theater, palace, and a huge artificial harbor that was the heart of the city. The name itself was given to honor his beneficiary, Augustus Caesar. Augustus, by the way, said that it is better to be Herod's pig than his son, as Herod murdered his wife and sons, but being a Jew, he didn't eat pork. Okay, so now we leave Caesarea and go to Tveria. It's about Tiberias. It is about an hour drive. Now, Caesarea today was packed full of people, full of Israelis, because today is Saturday. If you will come Sunday to Thursday, then this place will be pretty much empty, only groups of tourists. But Friday and Saturday, this place is full. And I talked about it in one of my videos about tips when traveling to Israel. If you can, come to the national parks Sunday to Thursday, and Friday, Saturday, when the Israelis are traveling, stay in the cities. Just a small tip, and from here we continue to Tiberias. I chose to sleep in Tiberias because I wanted to check out the Tiberias hostel. I've heard good things about the 2 hostels in Tiberias for a long time, and I wanted to check one of them out for myself. It is a great hostel. We took a private room for less than $100, so it is probably the best budget option in the area. The reason I didn't check it out earlier is that when I am in the region, I prefer to sleep outside Tiberias. Tiberias has a great potential. There are many important sites. Sadly, it is a bit neglected. But if you're relying on public transportation or if you're on a budget, then the hostels in Tiberias are a great option. The hostel can give you all the recommendation you need on how to get to the sites around the Sea of Galilee with public transportation. In the morning, we left Tiberias and headed south to Yardenit, the baptismal site on the Jordan River. I've been to the Yardenit dozens of times with groups, so I took the opportunity to check out a new recreational park along the Jordan River that will probably be finished by the time you watch this video. So we went into a quick swim in the Jordan River, and from here we continue to Beit She'an, about 40 minutes drive. Two small practical things before we continue. First of all, now it is the end of November and I'm with a t-shirt and sweating. Here in summer it is hot as hell. If you come here June, July, August, then come at night, they have a really nice light show. The second thing is that I don't talk too much about shopping and souvenirs, but in the national parks, they also have shops, and I really recommend them because of two things. First of all, the prices are fair, and second, the money goes to good causes, to make these sites nicer, to do more excavation. So if you do want to buy souvenirs, do it in Tel Megiddo, Beit She'an, Caesarea, in these kinds of places. And now 60 seconds about the history of the place. People have lived in Beit She'an for thousands of years. Beit She'an was an important city as the place fulfills all the necessary criteria. There is water, good fertile land, a natural hill that is easy to protect, and above all, an important road next to it. Many important cities in the world are located next to important rivers. In the land of Israel, it is the Via Maris, an ancient road connecting Egypt with Mesopotamia. Beit She'an lies right on this road. There are many layers of history, one on top of the other, and archaeologists need to decide which one to show. In Beit She'an, it was very easy, as the city came to its peak during the Roman and Byzantine era, some 1500 years ago. Another thing that helped the archaeologists is the disaster that happened in Beit She'an. Archaeologists love disasters. Gradual small changes are one of the biggest enemies of archaeologists, as they leave very small traces. Disasters, on the other hand, such as war, fire, plagues, tend to leave a mark, and people in different places write about them, meaning archaeologists have a better chance of dating the event. Beit She'an was destroyed in a devastating earthquake in the year 749 and never recovered from it. In this respect, it is a bit like Pompeii, where time stopped because of a volcano eruption. So in Beit She'an, you get to go back 1500 years and visit a magnificent Roman city. After our falafel in Beit She'an, we continued all the way to En Gedi, which is about 2 hours drive. We got now to En Gedi, where we will put up a tent. It is right at the entrance to Kibbutz En Gedi. In En Gedi camping lodge, you can pitch a tent, 60 shekel per person, which is a little bit pricey, or for 120 shekels you can sleep in one of the huts over there. You can also cook food for yourself, and the bar is really nice, the location is amazing, the staff is really friendly, so it's a very good option to sleep in the Dead Sea. And I will say that here, unlike the youth hostels in En Gedi, Metzokei Dragot and Masada, this is really a place for travelers and not for school children. We didn't bring enough food with us, so we are going to the local supermarket in Kibbutz En Gedi, and it is a really nice kibbutz. They have here a botanic garden. It's just really nice walking here. So we will buy something and go to the Dead Sea. So we had a little bit change of plans. I planned this morning to wake up in En Gedi and to go to En Gedi National Park, but yesterday evening I met Ephraim. Ephraim is an Israeli, and he told me that he has like a small hut right on the Dead Sea on a very special beach. So we came with him and we stayed here basically the whole day, and there are some sweet water springs that are really right on the Dead Sea, so you can enter the Dead Sea, which is really, really salty, and then wash the salt off in these pools. I've done a video, the Dead Sea off the grid, and you can see exactly where this beach is and how to get here. A very special place. That's it. I hope you enjoyed this video. It was a beautiful trip. See you in the next video or here in Israel. Yalla bye.